welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we're gonna be doing this makeup look. Since spring is already here, it actually started, I believe, March 20th. If I am wrong, correct me down below in the comments, but I think it started March 20th, and I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and do a spring makeup tutorial. And that's what we're definitely gonna be doing today. So that's why my skin is all naked, because we're gonna do the whole shebang. And yeah, so my eyebrows are already done. I did use my Anastasia Beverly Hills, their new Dip Brow Gel in the shade medium brown. That is my jam right now. I love it so much. Pretty warm in here, and my AC does not work. I know, I'm sorry. So the window's currently open. I am going to be doing a voiceover just because I live on a busy street and there's cars going by, but a girl is hot. With all these lights, I'm burning. Before we do get started with today's makeup application, if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, as well as hit that little notification bell, which is right next to the subscribe button. That notifies you every single time that I upload a new video. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Y'all know I had to get a dance in before we got started. For the transition shade, I'm going to be taking my MAC blush in the shade Gingerly with my Morphe M441 brush and applying this in the crease, and we are going to blend it towards my brows and out towards the outer corners. This will also be the same blush that we will use later on for our cheeks. I absolutely love this brush, you guys. I've been using it so far these past few days, and I love it because it's so fluffy and it blends the eyeshadows honestly to perfection. Then next, picking up my Huda Beauty palette and using the same brush, I'm going to be dipping into the color Tickle and applying it in the crease, and also taking it into the inner corners and a little bit towards the outer corner. So just basically building up the intensity with the blush shade that we used earlier and then this shade. Next, picking up the shade Spanked and placing this shade towards the outer corner, and then buffing that shade towards my crease of my eye, and whatever product I have left, I do take it over towards the inner corner of my eyes. But you just want to sit here and blend everything together, and I'm obsessed with this palette, you guys, because these eyeshadows seriously blend together just like butter. I don't know if you guys can tell, but my lids look so soft. Then I'm going to be picking up my Eden Primer by Urban Decay as per usual, and using, I'm doing a half cut crease, but I'm using my Morphe M224 to do that. Now, we all know that I struggle to make these even, so try your best and make yours even. I think because I raised one of my eyebrows higher than the other, I think that's what it is. Or I'm getting old and my lids are starting to sag. I don't know. But try your best to make them even. And then I'm going to start to warm up the outer corner with the same shade called Tickle. I use the padding and then I blend my eyeshadows back and forth. And you want to apply the product towards the center of your lid. So taking it at least halfway, because then towards the outer corner, we're going to warm it up a little bit more, which is what we're going to go ahead and do now. To darken up the corner a little bit more, I'm going to be going into the color Spanked and blend both shades. I'm also using the same technique, doing the padding motion as well as blending back and forth. You just really want to make sure that there's no line of demarcation. Then I'm going to be going into my Morphe M167. It's a flat oval shade brush, which we're going to be picking up the color called Fantasy. I love this brush because it applies powder, like shimmery eyeshadows, really nice onto my lids. I also applied some Fix Plus to the brush, that way I can spread it evenly. And then on top of Fantasy, I wanted to add more sparkle. So with my finger, with no glitter adhesive, I'm going to be going into Excite. What I love about these glittery eyeshadows is that there is hardly any crazy fallout, and they apply to the eye just like a butter. For my inner corner, you guys, highlight, I'm taking my Sigma brush, the E30, and using Daydream. This color, guys, it's so beautiful and so stunning for an inner corner highlight. It's super pigmented and very shiny. I know I never do a wing, but lately I've been loving doing a baby outer corner wing, and what that is that you only create a wing, but you only do it towards the outer corner, and that's it. And that's why I love this tip to this eyeliner. This is from the Balm Cosmetics, and it's called the Schwing Liner. mascara and let my lashes dry before I put them on. So we're gonna go ahead and start to warm up our lower lash line. I'm gonna go into my 24/7 Got On Eye Pencil by Urban Decay in the shade Love Drug. Then to blend that, I'm gonna be using two Morphe brushes today. The first one is the S28 with the shadow Spanked, and then the other one is the S20, and we're gonna use the color Tickle, and we're just gonna blend both of these eyeshadows together. And then you guys, for my lashes, I'm gonna be using LOREAL Cosmetics and the style Alexis. They are absolutely beautiful, nice and wispy. For my waterline, I'm gonna be going into my MAC NC15 Chromographic Pencil. And then for my brow bone, I'm going to be using my Morphe M514 and the color Play to blend all of these shadows together. For my skin today, you guys, I'm going to be going into my CoverGirl. This is their Full Spectrum Matte Ambition Primer. It's in a lotion form, so definitely not silicone. And then for foundation today, I'm going to be trying two brand new products that I haven't tried before. This is the L'Oreal 24-Hour Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I am in the shade 205 Natural Beige. And I'm using my Real Technique sponge to blend that out. So I really wanted to come on here really quick to let you guys know my thoughts on the foundation. Now, it actually looks really glowy, like really shiny. So I feel like this foundation would probably be best for people who do have really dry skin. I do have combo to oily. Right now, during the wintertime, my skin can be a little bit dry. It covered my redness. So as you guys were, if you were paying attention in the video, I have a lot of redness towards like the cheekbone of my face, and that covered it up. Like, I don't see, I mean, I can still see a little bit of redness, but I can probably like spot treat that, those areas, but I feel like overall it covered really well. And it feels really comfortable. I don't feel like I'm super, you know, because they do have a matte one, which I still love. I absolutely love their matte one, but I feel like in this one I can move a little bit more, but it is on the dewy side. So let's go ahead and apply my concealer. I'm going into also the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Concealer. I wanted to buy this because, I mean, it comes with the foundation and I want to try it. So I'm going to go ahead and just pop that right there. I'm going to use the same sponge here. My little ones are dirty, so I don't want to use those right now. This concealer, you guys, is super hydrating as well. I feel like this concealer would be really great for people who have a lot of wrinkles underneath their eyes, or also just want a very light coverage without being too matte. I feel like this concealer is really good for those type of girls, especially people who also have dry skin. I feel like this concealer melted in really well, but also it didn't give me like the full coverage that I normally use, which is totally okay. Especially for springtime, I sometimes don't like to wear too much makeup, and as well for the summertime, I don't like to have a full cakey face. So yeah, I mean, I really like these two items so far. But of course, since I am oily, I'm going to go ahead and set my makeup with my AIRSPUN, the Naturally Neutral shade, if you guys are wondering. And then to have a nice subtle contour, I'm going to go into my FX Perfector Face Palette. This is the light medium one. And I didn't go in with cream today because I want more of a natural contour today. And then for blush, of course, my MAC Gingerly. And then to set everything, you guys, I'm going to go into my MAC Studio Fix Powder in the shade NC20 with my Morphe Y11 brush to remove the powder and give me that nice airbrush look. And then you guys, to highlight, I'm going to go into my Ofra Cosmetics highlighter with my Sigma pencil brush again. I just cleaned it and applied some highlight to my nose. And my Cupid's bow. To set everything, I'm going to go into my makeup, my Urban Decay De-Sleek Oil Control All-Nighter Setting Spray, so that way we lock our makeup. Alright you guys, and that is pretty much it for today's makeup tutorial on this spring makeup inspired look. I know that it's a lot of glam. But I don't know, I just felt like playing with the Huda Beauty Nude palette again, and I recently did this makeup look a couple of days ago, and you guys really wanted to see how I created it, but I did switch up a few things today and made it look a little different. I hope that you guys really enjoyed like the close-up of the eyeshadows. I really tried to keep it very realistic, if that makes any sense. I really want you guys to see the full effect, even though my skin is not the best and it's not the greatest. And sometimes I'm like, should I really zoom in that close? But you know what? I really don't care. This is who I am, and this is what my skin looks like currently. I am working on it, and I worked really hard. I'm working really hard to really make my skin look like baby skin again. So I'm drinking lots and lots of water. But yeah guys, with that said, that's pretty much it for today's video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Also, if you do recreate this makeup look, please tag me on Instagram. I really want to see your recreations. I love sharing your guys' recreations on my IG stories. You know, it really warms up my heart that you guys like my makeup looks. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Besos, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!